You've probably seen the headlines about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, right? Or maybe you just kind of scrolled past them with a sigh.
Right. Like, it's just another day on the internet.
But either way, we're diving into all of this stuff.
Yeah.
You sent over a bunch of social media chatter from like around March 30th, 2025. And it's like,
yeah, it's a whole rabbit hole.
A total rabbit hole of are they together, are they not?
Exactly. So much speculation.
Speculation, just a lot of opinions.
A lot of opinions.
It's definitely a deep dive today. A lot of X, a lot of TikTok.
Yeah.
And then also, the periphery, like Travis's podcast, all that kind of stuff,
Yeah, all that stuff. That's so interesting that you brought that up because, I mean, our mission here isn't to, like, put a label on them. Right? Like, are they single? Are they still together? We don't really know.
Absolutely not. We have no idea. We're not, close personal friends.
Yeah, I wish.
I mean, that'd be great. That'd be a different podcast.
We're just working with what's available.
That's true. That's true. So instead, it's more about like unpacking all these interpretations, trying to figure out what these little clues or the absence of clues, what do they tell us? What does that reflect back at us?
Exactly. And what's the buzz? What are the theories? What's everyone saying? And how do we kind of try and make sense of it?
Yeah, I like that, trying to make sense of it.
Yeah.
So I think one of the biggest things that jumped out was Travis Kelce's absence from a recent Era's tour stop.
Yeah. I mean, last year, he was basically, part of the stage crew.
I know.
Cheering her on, like the ultimate supportive boyfriend.
I know.
And then this time, not there.
Nothing. Poof. Gone.
So that definitely gets the rumor mill going, doesn't it?
Totally. It's like, what happened? What's going on? Why wasn't he there?
Yeah, where'd he go? And, the thing is, it's not just about who wasn't there, but it's also the interpretation of what Taylor was doing at that show.
Oh, yes.
Which, that brings in...
Enter the Swifties.
The Swifties.
I mean, they're incredible.
Oh, they're on it.
They're like the FBI of the internet.
Absolutely.
So they're doing what they do best, which is dissect every single move.
They pick up on every little detail.
Or everything. And the big one that they honed in on was her set list change.
Right.
Apparently she swapped out Love Story, classic fairy tale anthem.
Oh, yeah.
For the one, which
is a much more, introspective, like, what if lost love?
It's like looking back on a relationship, right?
Very much so. And you can see how the fans are really, really into this stuff. I know.
They're reading into every single change.
It's a clue. Every little thing is a clue. And it really shows how much they are, like, invested in her life and her relationships. And
I saw one post on X, which, that's like that text-based short form update platform.
The new Twitter. Yes, exactly. And it was just like pure Swiftie angst. It was just like, she's singing her heartbreak. Travis messed up.
Yeah. Because Taylor's songwriting, it comes from her experiences.
Yeah.
So you can see why they're like, oh, this song must be about Travis.
Totally. But then again, I mean...
It's art, though.
It's art.
Like, it could be anything.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on in her head. So now switching over to Travis's side of things. Now, he hasn't addressed these rumors directly.
Not directly.
But on his podcast, New Heights,
yeah,
I guess his co-host just kind of brushed it off. Right?
They did. They were very casual about it. Just said he was busy with OTAs.
Yeah. Organized team activities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those who don't speak football, it's like their spring training.
Yeah. So it's basically a very practical, hey, he's just busy with work kind of explanation.
Right. Very different from, reading into song lyrics.
Yes.
Like a
totally different side of the spectrum.
Totally different side, yeah. But you can see why some people aren't convinced. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was so present before.
Like he was there every single
time. And for him to suddenly be like, oh, I'm busy.
Right.
It just feels
convenient.
A little convenient, yeah.
A little too neat, maybe.
A little too neat. Like, couldn't he have hopped on a private jet?
Yeah.
After practice? Like, come on.
So what makes you think it's more than just scheduling conflicts?
I don't know. I mean, it's just like...
Is it like a gut feeling or...
A gut feeling.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people feel that way, too.
I think so.
So, and then you look at the industry speculation.
Yeah.
And I mean, there are some people who think, especially on X, that this is like a deliberate move to kind of dial down
their pressure
to scrutiny.
Yeah. They were too perfect, right?
Yeah.
Too perfect.
And maybe they're trying to fade it out slowly.
Keep us hooked.
It's a strategy.
Oh, that's good. It's a theory.
Oh.
I mean, it's possible. We live in a world where everything is, managed and curated.
Yeah, so true. But then there's the less dramatic explanation, which is that they're just two really busy people.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
He's literally touring the world, stadiums every night.
Selling out, yeah.
He's getting ready for, another season.
Yeah, with the Chiefs.
Trying to get another Super Bowl ring.
Yeah, I mean, that level of success has got to be hard to juggle with a relationship. Right?
Yeah. I mean, most people can't even fathom that kind of pressure.
No, it's like a different world.
A different world. And it's easy to forget, like, the human element of it all.
Yeah, yeah. So speaking of humans, let's talk about the social media reactions.
Oh, yes. That's a whole other...
Because that's a whole other thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So X is, as always, a battleground.
Always a battleground.
You got the Traveler Forever people who are just like, this is ridiculous.
They're fine. It's all made up.
And then you have the heartbroken people who are already making playlists for, like the breakup.
Like they're already planning for it.
It's so funny. I saw one tweet that was like,
oh, yeah. Travis
bailing on Eras is the 2025 plot twist I absolutely did not sign up for.
Like, it's a personal betrayal.
Right? It's like, how dare they?
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, people are so invested.
So invested.
It's like, these are real people with real lives.
And then you go over to TikTok, and there's just like a million montages set to, like, the saddest music.
Oh, yeah, like the heartbreak anthems.
I know.
Maybe even bringing back Exile.
Exile? Oh, my God.
The drama.
It's just adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
But it's also like...
It shows you how powerful music is.
Yeah, and how powerful, like, these fandoms...
Yeah, these fan communities.
Can be, right?
Absolutely.
It's like they're all, like, grieving together or supporting together,
Right, they're all in it together.
But what's interesting is that the Chiefs fans seem to be taking a very different approach.
Right, very different. They're much more practical.
Yeah, much more like, let the man focus on football.
Right, right. They're like, we need him for the Super Bowl.
Let him block in peace.
Exactly. Their priorities are very clear. Football first.
I love that. And then, of course, there's the memes.
Yeah. Always got to have the memes.
The internet humor. So, did you see the one?
Which one? There's so many.
The one of Taylor, like, punting a football into space.
Oh, yeah, that one was hilarious.
Like, it's so dark, but it's so funny.
Yeah, yeah. Dark humor. That's the internet for you.
Exactly. So, I don't know. I mean, if you're really pushing me to give my, like...
Yeah, what's your take?
Current interpretation.
What do you think?
I think I'm leaning towards the they're just busy explanation,
Yeah.
Maybe with a little bit of, like, a natural cooling off.
Just because of the distance and the schedules.
Yeah, the insane schedules.
Yeah, yeah.
But that set list change, it's just like...
It's the one thing that's just like...
The one breadcrumb that's just like, is there more to the story?
Right, like, is she trying to tell us something?
Is she trying to tell us something?
Is it art imitating life?
That's the question, isn't it?
It is the question.
It's a good question.
It's a good question.
So, listener, what do you think?
Yeah, what's your take?
Is this a genuine rough patch, or is it a PR stunt?
Or is it just, the reality of being super famous?
Or maybe a bit of everything, right?
Right. Who knows?
Let us know your thoughts, share your theories,
and
let's all unpack this together.
Dive into the comments, the TikToks, the X's.
Yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
Because it's really fascinating, right?
It's really interesting to see how much people care about celebrity relationships.
But what does it say about us that we read into every little thing?
Right, right. Like, every little detail is a clue.
It's a clue. It's a breadcrumb.
It's a whole, like, investigation. It's an investigation, yeah.
And it's fun to speculate, but at the end of the day,
it's
their lives.
It's their lives. And we should remember that.
Exactly. So think about that as you go forth.
Yeah.
And analyze all these clues.
It's a deep dive.
It is a deep dive.
You did it.
We did it.
See you next time.
See you next time.